It is finally here. It is time for the NBA playoffs. Today I'm going to be doing my playoff predictions, play-in tournament included. But before I jump into it, make sure you go down to the comment section below, comment who you think is going to win the NBA Finals this year. Let's get into it. To kick things off, we are going to start on the play-in tournaments, starting in the West. First, we have the 9-10 matchup between the New Orleans Pelicans and the OKC Thunder. Really, I don't plan on jumping too deep into the play-in matchups, but I'll give like a little brief description. So the Pelicans have two significant injuries on the team, and they will be going against a team that, to me, is a little bit better than what their record suggests. But that is also because I have a soft spot for SGA. Love that guy. So, due to that soft spot, I'm going to pick the Thunder to move on. And next, we have the 7-8 matchup of the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are flushing their season down the toilet. On Easter Sunday, we saw the Timberwolves basically implode and shoot themselves in the foot when Rudy Gobert threw a punch at his teammate, Kyle Anderson. Gobert was sent home for the game, and the Timberwolves still managed to get the win, but if you think it stopped there, you are sadly mistaken. Another punch was thrown this time by Jaden McDaniels, and he connected flush with the wall, breaking his hand, and he is now out indefinitely. And as for Rudy Gobert, he is suspended for one game, and that next game happens to be a play-in game against LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers. So I think my pick is pretty obvious here. Give me the Lakers. So the 7th seed is set, and now we are going to determine the 8th seed with the Timberwolves versus the Thunder. And for that same reason that the Timberwolves lost to the Lakers, I know they won't be playing LeBron, but they have the same injuries. Jaden McDaniels is out. Rudy Gobert will play, but I think there's just been some irreversible damage. Give me the Thunder. Now heading over to the East, it's more of a coin flip for me on this side. Starting with the Raptors and the Bulls, I would rather take DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and the play-in tournament god, Patrick Beverley, over the Raptors. And for the Heat and the Hawks, I kind of want to take Trae Young in this playoff arc, but I'm going to go with Jimmy Buckets and the Heat here. Now, we have our whole bracket set up. We have the 1 through 8 seeds all determined. Let's get into the actual playoff predictions. So let's start in the West with the Nuggets and the Thunder. The Thunder, I love them. I love SGA. They would probably be my second favorite team. But the Nuggets are the Nuggets. I think that the Thunder would be lucky to get 5. So give me the Nuggets in 5. Next, we have the Lakers and the Grizzlies. If this was any other team besides the Lakers, absolutely nobody would be talking about them or giving them a chance at all. But they have LeBron, and they are the Lakers. Of course, they have Anthony Davis too. However, I think they are still not that good of a team. They are not that great of a team. The Grizzlies are a much better team, no matter how much everybody hates them. Give me the Grizzlies in 6. Next, we have the Kings against the defending champion Golden State Warriors. The Kings are finally back in the playoffs ever since they were controversially eliminated in 2006. Despite being the 3 seed, they are still huge underdogs for that seed against the Warriors. But I understand why. I would rather take the Warriors with more playoff experience, more championship experience against a young team who is just getting their first taste of playoff experience. So give me the Warriors, and I'll give them 7. Next, we have the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers. On one fateful day when I was in 3rd grade, I made the huge mistake of buying a Chris Paul poster, and therefore becoming a Clippers fan. And ever since then, I have only experienced pain and suffering in every postseason that they have been to since then. And I think that is going to continue here, as much as I hate to say it, because I do not like the Phoenix Suns. I do not like Kevin Durant. But I'm going to be realistic. Paul George is hurt. It's down to Kawhi. Clippers are basically cursed. And the Suns haven't lost when KD and all of their stars play. So I will take the Suns in 5. Moving over to the East, we are going to start with the Bucks and the Bulls. For this one, there is not much thought being put into it. I'm going to take the Bucks, obviously. I'll take them in 4, if not 5. Same thing with the next one. We have the Celtics and the Heat. I don't see the Heat being that big of a threat because they are a play-in team. Give me the Celtics. They are on fire right now. Celtics in 4. 5. 4, 5. 5. Moving on to the 76ers and the Nets. Joel Embiid probably should be MVP. In my eyes, it's kind of hard to... That's just a topic for another time. Regardless, the 76ers are going to beat the Nets. Although I've kind of found myself rooting for the Nets ever since they got Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas has been going off. With that, I think they can put up a fight, but not a good fight. So, 76ers in 6. Next, we have the Cavs and the Knicks. This one is kind of another coin flip for me. Both relatively young teams. The Cavs are a pretty young team with D. Mitchell and Darius Garland and Mobley. The Knicks with Brunson and Randall and Mitchell Robinson. I think this is going to be a pretty competitive series. I could see it going... I think it's going to go 7 games, and I think it's going to be the Cavaliers pulling it out in this one. Now we have the semis set. We're going to go back over to the West where we have the Nuggets and the Suns. The Nuggets and the Suns is going to be a really good matchup. It sucks that I don't want it to happen, but it probably is going to happen. But I think that the Suns are going to pull this one out. Just like in years past, I don't think that the Nuggets are going to be able to get it done. I don't know what it is about them, but the Suns are just too good, man. Putting KD on that team is just not cool because it's just a cheat code. So the Suns are going to the Western Conference Finals. Next, we have a super interesting matchup that I think everybody wants to see and is good for basketball. The Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. One of the biggest beefs in the whole NBA season this year. Basically everybody hating Dillon Brooks and starting to get a little heat around Ja Morant. Draymond Green and Dillon Brooks are going to be going back and forth. I can see one or both of them getting suspended for a game or getting some techs, ejections. But in this one, the Warriors are going to put the Grizzlies in their place. Show them that they are not like that. Warriors in 6. Next up, we have the Bucks and the Cavs. In this one, this is going to be a series where the Bucks are really going to need Chris Middleton to play. With that said, Giannis did an amazing job to help carry this team without Chris Middleton. So I can still see the Bucks, and I'm going to take the Bucks pulling this series out in 6. Next, we have the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics, a quote rivalry that is not a rivalry because the Celtics have been smacking the 76ers around all the time, and it's not a rivalry until the other team starts getting some wins. Is this where Joel Embiid can finally put it together and get the win, the series win over the Celtics? I don't think so. If Jason Tatum is playing up to what he has been doing in the regular season and the complete opposite of what he did last postseason, I think the Celtics win this series, and I think that's going to happen. Tatum is the first Celtic to score 30 points per game in a season, so hopefully it can translate over to the postseason. Give me the Celtics in 7. So the conference finals are set. We have the Suns and the Warriors in the West, and the Bucks and the Celtics in the East. So going to the West with the Suns and the Warriors in a almost like a dream series with Chris Paul and KD and Devin Booker against Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. I don't think anyone, if you told somebody that 5 years ago, they would say you need to be medicated. But here we are in a crazy conference finals matchup in which I think the proven championship trio will pull it out in 7 games. Is it my pure dislike for KD and his inability to take any form of criticism, or my ever-growing respect for Steph Curry? Probably. Either way, give me the Warriors in 7. Now going to the East, we have the Bucks and the Celtics with a possible rematch in the finals on the line with the Celtics and Warriors, of course. Will we see history repeat itself, or will we see Giannis take on one of the best teams in the late 2010s, early 2020s? After a competitive series, which maybe Chris Middleton's back, I have no idea. Can't really predict that. But I'm going to go with Giannis, proving that he should probably be MVP, go for a three-peat. I know I just said Joel Embiid should probably get MVP earlier. It's all over the place. But Giannis and the Bucks are going to the finals to face the Golden State Warriors. Now, the NBA Finals are set. The Warriors versus the Bucks. Who do I have winning? Do I have the Warriors going back-to-back again? Or do I have the Bucks winning another ring, adding to Giannis's collection of accolades? And honestly, I don't think that the Warriors have anybody to guard Giannis. Yes, he drives in the paint, does the same thing. Euro steps, dunks, lays up. He can shoot a 3 sometimes, every once in a while. Who is going to guard him? Draymond Green? I don't know. Give me the Bucks in 7. The Bucks are the new NBA champs. Warriors come up just short. Giannis gets his second ring to go and match his 2 MVPs, possibly 3. I don't know. This playoffs is honestly one of the hardest ones I've ever tried to pick. I think that there's a lot of better, all-around teams. None of the super teams that are here are like the Suns, and I would say that's about it. You can't call the Lakers a super team. They are a play-in team. But I am very excited for this year's playoffs. Again, comment down below who you think is going to win. What matchups do you want to see? I'm most excited to see the Grizzlies and the Warriors face off, just because I know it's going to be a lot of scuffling, really chippy. So I'm excited to see that more than I am excited to watch my own team get tossed around by the Suns. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of trying to break into basketball a little bit. Obviously, I'm not as knowledgeable on it as I am in football, but I'm getting there. All right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Get ready for a lot more content to be coming out in the near future. Stay tuned for that. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.